How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with episode number 5, series 3 of Broadchurch. It's always confusing, that, isn't it? Series and season. Series, of course, the British do always say it. And then season officially for the American shows, or most of the shows that I watch anyways. But still, we're on episode 5, the second half of the final series, and things are very, very, starting to become interesting. And in my mind, I'm starting to cross out suspects on who could have attacked Trish. But, we're not out of the woods yet, so anything can happen, of course. Like, we, of course, found out who sent that message, shut up or else, or whatever, to Trish. It was Ian's new girlfriend as well, so, yeah, and she was completely unaware of the whole ordeal that she was suffering, so it was a bit of bad timing. Do you believe her, though? Who knows? I mean, she seems adamant and whatnot, so we'll give her a pass at that. But, yeah, as well, someone who suffered the same ordeal as Trish did 2 years prior has come forward, and I'm guessing we're going to find out, her story, see if anything can, connect to the current situation that we have going on, and see if we've got answers. So with that said, let's just delve into episode number 5. I really enjoyed this series so much, and I can't wait to see how this episode unfolds. So with that said, let's go.
Right in the middle of it, when I thought I heard something, I was about to look behind me. I don't know why, I could just sense someone running at me. I think he punched me. I got hit from behind.
Yes.
Just knocked me right out.
No, it's like a punch.
Do you have any idea how long you were knocked out before you came round?
No.
I'm assuming it must be the same attack.
When I came around, there was something.
I mean, it might not be, but the descriptions do match up.
I don't know what happens. I read the papers. I'd had a lot to drink. I mean, a lot.
There's all that unbelievable
plus short
stuff.
skirt, nice top, makeup. I think I don't know what they do to me.
I mean, unless you're a sick son of a bitch.
Like me get treated.
Not by us.
I mean, this is nothing to lie about.
What made you change your mind today?
She saw how brave Trish was.
I read it in the papers and I was sick in the toilets at work. Just thought, what if it's him?
What if it's him?
What if it's the same man?
I mean, the descriptions do sound eerily similar.
To someone else.
He has a connection with both women. Let me do this one.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Are you sure? I mean, I don't know if he,
Hi, Aaron. We'd like you to come to the station to answer some questions.
Who is it? Who's it?
Get back inside.
I don't know if history is going to get even worse off, considering he was accused.
I don't want to come.
Aaron Mayford, I'm arresting you in connection with an incident of sexual assault on the 28th of May.
St Andrews Road, onto the coast road, down to the car park.
Same on the way back?
Same on the way back.
That makes sense.
Glad you're happy.
Except you didn't.
Oh, dearie.
Either way. We've checked the CCTV
UBS.
and your car didn't go that route in either direction.
Oh,
Anytime
dearie.
between Saturday afternoon and Sunday.
I ate them the next day.
He wasn't going to put them in his fish tank.
Me.
If he did.
You ate all of them the next day?
Well, there were a dozen, so we had about 6 or 7.
What'd you do with the others?
Frozen.
I mean, if it were
Why, do you
me.
want a couple?
So if we were to go to your house now,
I could probably eat
your
a
wife
dozen.
would confirm and back up that you cooked her fresh mackerel on Sunday.
Yeah.
And if we were to look in your freezer, we'd find the remainder of the mackerel in there.
That's if she hasn't been at them while I've been here.
Now she's going to screw it up.
Have you ever been to Abbott's?
God damn it, I was
Oh.
feeling peckish.
She's...
Nothing to do with Laura Benson.
I've never met Laura Benson.
Christ, his standards have slipped.
Ouch.
So, was it here, was it?
Yeah, this is going to start to get a bit more awkward. I mean,
I know the
I doubt they're going to
turn
be
them on.
besties anymore.
Sorry.
Why'd you do it then if you're so bloody sorry?
He'd come round to look
At least she's... Oh
Certainly
god,
did
it's
that.
classic
It wasn't
101,
fun.
isn't it?
No, no. Well, welcome to my world, sweetheart. I mean, God forbid he should ever clear up his own mess.
I'm
The
loving the
police found
acting
out.
here, though. I'm
It
just
was all to
really
do
enjoying it.
DNA traces.
Feels so
I thought I owed you to
authentic,
tell
which
you
it should,
because we're
but
mates.
it
Oh,
really,
no,
really
no,
stands
no,
out.
Love, no, we're not mates. No, we just know each other. All right.
Well,
Here's what I don't understand.
show's over.
Of all the women at that party, why would somebody rape you?
Well,
Doesn't make sense.
I don't know if that was. I mean, because I can see where she's coming from. Because there's going to be other, women that, stand outside. Maybe some come approach, some come near the lake, and there was 30 women.
Do you know what your weakness is, love?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
His
You're
dick.
stupid. But you think you're smart.
Basically arrogance.
Dangerous place to live.
Especially with the fact that he feels privileged to do this.
Life whenever I choose. If I were you, I'd be shitting myself right now.
Ooh, cat. Ooh.
Get in touch with her and see if she would now. Where did the attack happen? On the way out of Budmouth. She was on her way home after a party. She was knocked out, gagged with an old sock, tied up, raped.
Here we go.
Like I
The
say, she
numbers are
never
spreading. Oh. So wait, if this was 11 months ago, not a few years prior, so that's
all
free.
attacked by an unknown assailant, all after some sort of party or a night
So
out.
this is
All
definitely
three
the
struck by
same
behind, hands tied
attacker.
and raped.
Leo Humphreys, I'm due to speak to the girl that's his alibi if you want to come.
We have to release Aaron Mayford on bail.
I mean, they don't add up if he was in prison. And it all has to be one person. It can't be him and two others who have the same objective. He's got that smugness though, because he plays with fire. He doesn't give a shit.
It's brilliant. The way you've turned all of this into a way to help people. People really respond to you. If I'm really
Yeah, I'm
honest
just
with you,
loving Beth's
endless.
stories. Oh. Especially with his role and how Beth's progressed a
When
lot.
did you last
Nice.
see Mark?
Get on this. Paul, I can't be his guardian anymore.
He's going looking for Joe.
Yeah,
You know.
he hasn't told me, but it's been coming.
I mean, I think she knows
See
and she's just like, get on with it,
Maybe
but
a
if you
year or
get
two
yourself
now, and this last month he's
locked
got
up or
worse.
whatever...
Why am I still having
Whatever.
to think about...
You're never here.
That's a case.
There's always a case. The case is
People are
always more
dicks,
important.
Daisy. Tell them to stop being
I said it would
dickheads.
be different here.
It is.
No, it's worse.
Just love that, father figure, though, from Alec. It was nice.
Danny,
It's really, really
like you
beautiful.
said.
Yeah, knew it.
what did you say?
Say this, say that. There we go. Not your day, but you shouldn't have been a dick. I guess this is God's... yeah, this is God's, payback for you being a slousy... is that even a word, slousy? Sleazy. Son of a bitch.
I'm still on my break, Ed.
I know, but you look like you might need a cuppa.
Oh.
See? Has a gentle heart when he needs to.
Jim slept with Trish.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
And Trish?
and these two.
My party.
She wouldn't do that.
Look, I know you think the sun shines out of
Yeah,
her eyes, but she shagged my husband.
I got bad news for you, Ed.
Or
But
he
Jim
shagged-
and
they shagged each
Ed.
other. She told me.
Oh, last chance, isn't it? Dude, just trying to look out for you, and you're like, Joe. If you're thinking about him so much, why don't you marry him? Oh, hello, let's go.
Trish Winterman is attacked here, attacking Laura Benson here.
Wait, is he security?
Third in Budmouth
The
here.
nerve.
Seasonal worker, returning tourist?
No, because how does that connect to the people at the Atwood's party? They're all mates, they all live around here.
God, I don't know.
That doesn't narrow it down, Miller. That makes it wider.
Well, I'm doing the best I can, following the
I mean,
information.
she was.
Name, just one hit.
It was a good enough assumption. Seasonal.
What?
It's Arthur Tamworth from Axhampton House.
Oh.
I was given this number to call. Only, I don't know whether my dog might have found something pertinent.
Good dog. Good dog.
You dead?
Here we go. Here we go. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I don't blame him how protective he is for Trish, but holy damn, Jim got a bit aggressive, now he's getting... He deserved it, to be fair, being a sleazy. Why am I saying slousy? Is this a new word or something for me? But a sleazy SOB that, you know, can't keep his dick in his pants.
Oh, no idea where he found it or how long he'd had it.
Is that a sock? Oh!
I should call you.
Like the victim from 11...
One never knows in your line of work, I suppose.
I mean, they're all wearing the same socks anyway, so it could be that guy who was opposite to Leo. It's kind of like the condom situation. They might be a popular thing. Damn Broadchurch and their shady-looking cliffhangers. I mean, I wouldn't put any weight onto why Ian, you know, went into the home, considering, I don't know. He might have been given keys anyways, considering, you know, there's still Leia to consider as well. So, like, he could just pop in if Figgy's out, tend to... I don't know. I'm just assuming that. I'm not putting any... I think with the last episode, I think he's just this character who's just there in terms... Like, if there's something shifty going on, it's not like he's gonna do it or something like that. I don't know. I don't think you know, him entering the house is something to be, you know, throwing red flags over at all. Unlike, you know, Clive, who, you know, is doing the reverse. Like, anytime he gets a scene, there's, you know, you just want to wave those red flags until your arm falls off, because he's not really the most comforting character at the minute. And we've already crossed Jim, because, I mean, I don't think he would anyways, but he even said it himself, like, why would he? So, I mean, unless there's this... I don't know. I have no idea at this point. Just my money is on Clive, but it's probably going to be something else. But he's just bringing so many evil, psychotic vibes at this point. It's just becoming impossible for me to put anyone else on the top of that list. And, you know, maybe he's in cahoots with, unless it was, you know, that Leo dude, of course, and, you know, Clive's helping him out or whatever. I have no idea, because he's also one to, you know, watch out for as well, considering the fact that, you know, he forced his girlfriend to make up this story and all that, to protect himself. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this unfolds with 3 episodes left to go. But, yeah, this episode was really, really neat, because we've gotten more clarity over the about the attacks, of course, because it's a serial attack, of course. It kind of was implied that with the cliffhanger in the last episode, but you know, she went into detail, and, you know, the dots became even more, like, the connection seemed even more visible, especially when Ellie pointed, you know, Ellie putting on the metal cap, kidding, of course, but, you know, pointing about the fact that, you know, they all take place in the summer, so, you know, this person might not like the winter or whatever, and just wants to come out during the summer, but, you know, yeah, like I was saying, it wasn't just that person we saw at the end of the last episode, of course, going into detail and, you know, revealing that the attacker might be the same. A third victim, of course, was involved. And, you know, with that, there's no doubt, you know, you could have your, you could be a bit unsure if it was the same attacker with the second victim, considering, you know, it could just, you know, be similar acts to what Trish had endured. But with the third one, I think it's no doubt that, yeah, it's no doubt definitely that this is a serial one. It also eliminated that shady guy. You know, he was absolutely, he was playing with fire. His name just went out my head, but you know what I'm talking about. The guy who was accused of rape in the as revealed in the last episode, of course, and he was brought in. He was just playing with fire in that, because he had that confident approach on him, and he even, you know, lied as well. So, but he was still confident throughout. Like he was throwing sassy remarks. It was just really, really unsettling. But and at least this for now has this like revelation of a third victim has kind of cleared him, but you know, he might still be a person to watch out for. But it all goes back to my comment. I mean, he was accused last time out. I doubt he would take it a step further and you know, put I guess theory into practice in his case, because considering, you know, he was, you know, accused of something that he claims he didn't do in the first place. Of course, we don't know what happened. We're just taking his word for it. And then this happened, so I don't think he would put that into practice. No, especially with the fact that this third victim has approached. So yeah. We also have Jim as well, but I've also accounted for why, you know, it's not likely he's done it anyways. So not looking good for Clive or Leo at this point, but we shall see how that develops. But yeah, you did feel so bad for Kath as well. Of course, after Trish came clean to her about the whole incident between him and her and Jim, you did feel so bad for her. I mean, some of the comments, yeah, it was, you know, okay, cool it down by 10. But you can understand why she is a bit pissed as well, and why this hurts her more, because this is your best friend doing it with your husband. So it's gonna be pretty crushing compared to the others. Like, the others would probably not be as close to Kath as, you know, Trish is to her. So it's gonna be pretty devastating for, you know, Kath to find out about this. And so it was. I mean, she was savage towards Jim after that scene with Trish, but also Ed helping out as well. I was so ready. So it seems like he didn't know about that at the party, because I think I suggested in the last episode maybe that's why, you know, they fought. But no, it seems like this was a fresh discovery for Ed, and he just laid one on Jim. So pretty interesting. It was pretty. I think Jim had it coming, to be fair, with his antics and his sinisterism, I guess. Because like I said, he needs to lay down on the sinister juice or whatever. But yeah, Ed's not taking any shit, considering, you know, he sees his employee in such high regard, and yeah, this was, they were already at boiling point anyways, Jim and Ed, and this was just pushing it, so, Mark, we've seen Joe as well, wow, the irony being, well, kinda-esque, because he's, you know, protective, he's got a duty to protect, so, yeah, it seems like he was wearing security, armor, well, not armor, but clothing. But this is gonna be very interesting to see how this goes down. Despite, you know, Beth's just let him go on with it, to be fair. I mean, there's no point trying to say, don't do this, all that jazz, because he wouldn't listen. He hasn't listened. I mean, she even left a voicemail, like, that last glimmer of hope, and he just like, meh, I'm fixated on Joe, so, yeah. But yeah, this was pretty interesting stuff. I'm loving Alec being the loving fatherly figure as well. It was just really sweet to see, despite Daisy's shitty ordeal. But he's being a really great father figure in my eyes, and I'm just really, you know, loving everything that's coming out with this, like, side story, but it's, you know, great to see that difference from Alec, rather than the determined detective that we know him to be. But it's just really, really great to see that this. But no, I really, really enjoyed this episode so much because we've gotten some juicy details. Like this is repeated, of course. The attack, red flags are being waved even more for Clive, and we got a nice juicy. I think the acting, especially with Trish and Kath, of course, was brilliant. I think Kath stuttered a bit. Like her world, she couldn't comprehend this, and understandably so. Like, you've been told your best friend has slept with your husband. It's gonna shatter your world. Someone you could trust, and it's, shattering your world. So I really loved the performance there, but, this episode has just been really, really interesting stuff, and I'm so very intrigued to find out, what happens next. Like, why did Ian just go all shifty or whatever? Like, it's a night. He could have waited till the daytime, but he probably didn't comprehend that or whatever, or he just wants to, well, it's the typical, we'll tease. But in my mind, Ian's not on the suspects list anymore, especially with the whole ordeal with, how, but still, well, I was thinking back to the laptop, but screw that. Yeah, he's not on my suspect list. If he did, if they do reveal Ian to, attack Trish, then I'll be very surprised. But at this point, he's not on my top. He's not top of the list. It's Clive and Leo at this point. So, but yes, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feed channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!